I really enjoyed Kamen Rider Zeztz episode 5, which was called Crash, where, there's a little theme of secrets going on here, and I wanted to talk about that because I liked it overall. You can check out my quick reactions on my reaction video, which may or may not be linked here. I don't know. It's probably off to the side. But anyway, there's secrets going on. So we've got a few secrets. We have Baku hiding the secret of his existence as Zeztz from his sister. We have the detectives who are working off the books, basically, who have broken into his place, and they are aligning themselves with him by... They snuck into his window and they, just went into his secret room. Somehow they found it. I don't know how. It's not really explained. While he was sleeping, I guess they must have looked in his closet, which is kind of silly. And then the bride here has secrets. The secrets are not what we think they are. I believe her name is Miku. Is that right? Anyway, something like that. But she has secrets here. Really, the secret and not the impetus, but the thing that is fueling the nightmare is the fact that she's afraid of heights and she's going to get married and then fly on a plane to go to her honeymoon to go to America, so that she can honeymoon in America. And it's not a good idea because she's afraid of flying. She's afraid of heights and she doesn't want to get on the plane. So subconsciously, she wants the wedding to be ruined. She wants to be kidnapped and taken away so that she can avoid this terror, avoid this horror, avoid this thing that she's scared of. And I'm honestly a little bit worried about, I'll get back to the secrets thing, but I'm honestly a little bit worried about the message that's being said here because I think it's unclear and it's incorrect, which is really the problem. But I don't know, we'll discuss it in a little bit. I'm worried that the show is saying run away from the things that you're afraid of and don't deal with them and don't deal with your fears. I don't know that it's actually saying that. It's too early to say if that's the case. I'll wait for 2 more cases that end in a similar way where somebody's just able to avoid the thing that's causing them trouble, as opposed to Baku helping them or Zeztz helping them to work through it. I think that's a really good angle. I've been working on Tokusatsu stuff of my own, or Tension Hero stories, I should say. And the longer I work on it, the more I think, okay, well, how do I slow this down and how do I not just go to straight up, this guy is fixing everything for everybody and he instantly knows how to do this and he's this wise person who has all this experience. Baku's 18, 20 at the most, I think. And he doesn't necessarily, he's not equipped to handle all these things. He's not equipped to help people overcome their fears and work through their bad dreams and their nightmares, work through the skeletons in their closets, the things that are in their subconscious. He's not equipped for that. So it's kind of, bad for me to assume that he should be or to expect that of him. And therefore I'm not. I'm pulling back on that criticism and I'm not disliking it. I'm accepting it for where it is right now. However, like I said, if there does emerge a pattern where it's just he solves people's problems for them, or rather he obfuscates their issues and lets them hide and run away from their problems, that's not good. And we'll have to see if that's how it turns out. I doubt it. I don't think Yu Takahashi is going to be that careless. But anyway, I have my ability to look at all these beautiful pictures. So I will talk about more stuff. So the wing suit is very cool. So this is a Henshin Hero show, Tokusatsu. Let's talk about the effects. Let's stop talking about the story stuff. Because overall, the story stuff was good. And I want to get to some lore tidbits at the end. But first, let's talk suits. So I absolutely love the wing suit. Again, this little 8-bit thing inside the capsums really bothers me. My only hope, my only justification for it, or my only hope is that they redeem it by saying that the capsums were developed in the 1980s or 1990s by a video game company, by Dan Kurota's father. That's it. That's the connection. We've got it. Yu Takahashi, universe confirmed. Anyway, but that's dumb, but whatever. I'm going to let it slide because look how cool this suit is. No, that's more lore stuff to talk about later. But it's anyway, the visuals in this are really nice. It's really lovely to look at. Even they did something with this toy here, this toy camera. It's a little ridiculous, but the way they posed it in the shot is really good. So it's interesting because the show, it's definitely a kid's show. It's definitely made to sell toys, but it's also being done with a polish and with a seriousness that's really nice. And I really enjoy it, which is, why I can enjoy Kamen Rider as an adult. I don't think I'd be watching Blippi or Bluey and buying, stuff from it. Fujimi and Nasuka are great, and I really enjoy them. Their banter, their back and forth, their weird relationship is great. Him being so excited to be on these black cases, like unofficially, and helping this secret agent in the person of Baku is really cool, really fun. And I don't know, they're like really strange characters, and they are almost comedic characters, but they're also very relevant to the plot, and they're doing things that matter as well. So it's an interesting role of being like very comedic and very funny, but also being serious. And like they're also allowing the like world building to ask questions of itself and texture itself. Like they're in here drinking this tea, but hey, isn't that tea supposed to be fuel that looks like tea? And she's yet to drink it. Nasuka's yet to drink it, but Fujimi's already drank some, and he like throws up or whatever. And then you have this bit where we get a flashback of them breaking into the room, and they just crawl into his window. And then when they leave, even though the sister's already gone, they decided to just jump out the window and fall who knows how far. And I wasn't sure they were jumping at first. I thought maybe it was just like a walk or like a step down or something like that. But this woman has taken off her shoes so that she can jump. I know enough women to know that's exactly, like, she has to do that so she doesn't break her shoes. And that's hilarious. I love it. It's great. And then, Baku's reaction to them jumping out the window is great. Also, there's this little detail in the dream world that he seems to always wake up lying down, or he's starting to. And this is the second time in the episode he wakes up on a pew in the church. And I just love the visual of that. Honestly, I'm getting Kiva vibes from the opening where Wataru gets up from the pile of roses that he's buried under. And I just love it. I love Kiva, so we won't discuss that anymore. Also, the first dream, he failed to stop the bomber really in the ideal way. He did it after the fact, but he should have done it in the ideal way. And he failed to. So we got to see the 3 doors opening. We got to see the monster itself opening, and Fujimi the dreamer going into it. So we have a good understanding just from the visuals of what we've seen, the mechanics of how these things work. Also, we learn that when those butterflies spread out, that was seeding new nightmares to awaken within people. So that's really interesting. And I'll have to analyze the opening at some other point when I'm caught up on everything else. We don't know really why this tree in this park showed up for him in the dream while he was talking to the bride, but it did. And he goes there, and when he does, it's an important place to her because it's a link to her unconscious mind or her subconscious mind, and he uses that in this doorway to go through into her subconscious and see different things. And I love the design here. So we have this nice tree, or no, I guess it's still deciduous. It's like the leaves are fallen, and then it's here, but it's given spooky lighting, it's given chains, it's given dark clouds, it's given all this stuff. And then there's these other 2 doors here, which there's only 2 here for some reason. There's not a 3rd door. I don't know why the 3rd door isn't there or where it should be, but we didn't know where the 3rd door is. We didn't know that we're going to find out where the 3rd door is. We're probably not at this point. But that's okay. But yeah, anyway, so we have a lot of high-flying action going on in this episode. We get my favorite so far, probably the greatest of all time, this Mr. Bird, and Bird Nightmare, Crow Nightmare, and he's just great. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Anyway, so Mr. Crow gets to be really cool, and they have a lot of fun flying combat. The swords were in the beginning, but it's really cool. He holds these wings like swords. You can see, very much it's being held in his hand, and they're connected in a certain way. I guess it's fabric, and there's hard stuff in there. I don't know how it's made, but it looks very cool. And again, you get the great contrast of the graying out of the normal lines of the suit to emphasize the thing that's being emphasized, or the thing that's being utilized. And it's flat there. And then I'll show you, I did not like this thing. If it's a dream, just have the gun show up anywhere he needs it. But here's his new form after he's shot the crow. And it looks fantastic. It looks really slick. I really like it. I don't know if the color of it always matches him or whatever when he's in different forms, but it doesn't really matter to me. It's a small detail. We'll see how it plays out. What I'm really interested in going forward is this bit of lore that we have dropped where there's the connections between Nem and Nox, I think is his name, are even tighter now because he looks at her and he's saying that everything breaks down except for them, and he says, he's referring to himself, and then Nem, and I think he calls her Nem-chan, but that doesn't really matter. And I'm wondering what that's about. And then look at this, we have some cool lore stuff going on here. We have this red, blue, purple, and green, these figures drawn in this book. and that's pretty neat. I wonder exactly what they mean, what they refer to. I think those are definitely going to be the colors that our boy Baku gets to use as Zeztz, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes from there. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this episode. I liked it overall. This series, the show seems to be getting better and better, and I'm enjoying it more as it goes on, and I'm really enjoying all the character dynamics, and it feels really good to me so far. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and yeah, I'm going to let you check out a book trailer for my book in just a moment, but other than that, I don't know what else to say. Follow, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Yeah, let's talk about it. Leave comments here. You can leave them here on the website or on YouTube, wherever you're finding this. And if you want to see all the stuff that I do and you found me on YouTube, you can go over to mjmunoz.com, where I have absolutely everything that I do put out. Until next time, folks, take care and be well. This is MJ signing out. Magical bugs battle monsters in this exciting fantasy adventure. Gremlings prey upon children. Growbugs protect them. When a gremlin finds a hidden growbug fort, the whole flock makes a surprise attack. How will the growbugs survive? Find out in Mockwing Mayhem. Learn more at growbugs.com, where you can find out more about our mailing list, receive behind-the-scenes information, and get all the latest news on the growbugs.